Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I think that we are going to do kind of like a how-to on how to keep that oil in control because summer is here, at least where I am. It's 85 today, that's too hot for me, and you can do these techniques with kind of any kind of foundation. I'm going to be doing it with a more of a full coverage foundation, and I'm doing the parentheses and I'll tell you why later. But you can do it with like a minimal coverage foundation. You can do it with like a little bit of concealer and then like use the techniques to kind of like set that concealer in those oily spots, if that makes sense. If that's what you want to do. It's hard to explain. Oh, you'll get it more when we get there. And we're going to be using some new stuff that I haven't used. We're going to be using some fairly new stuff that's now tried and true and some of my all-time favorites. So let's go ahead and jump on into this video and stop with the babbling, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so let's get this hair out of the way. Okay, so we're going to start by prepping the face. Like if you're like me and you come home from a day and you're going to maybe go out or something and you want to use this technique, just take a little bit of the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water, or they have like simple micellar water wipes or whatever. I just find it to be less harsh than a makeup wipe that has like oil and stuff in it, on a little pad. And I'm just going to do this just to cleanse the skin because you have oil and dirt from your whole day sitting on the face even though you don't have makeup sitting on your face. And you don't want to pack makeup on top of that. Plus, it gives you a chance to cleanse off that oil that's already on there. Dirt from the day. And I have no makeup on. So, when you have an oily face, it's the key to keeping that oil in control is you want to hydrate still. Because you don't want to get, like, dry in places. God, this is bugging me. But you don't want to use like an oil-based moisturizer. This one is a gel-based moisturizer. So I use this in the morning before I put on my makeup, and I use this to intensely hydrate overnight. Because who cares if you get oily while you sleep? You're going to wash your face in the morning. So before you do your makeup, you're going to want to hydrate with this so that your skin is nice and new. And I just do the tiniest little pumps, like as in like one for each side type of thing. And you just rub it in. But if you're dry, you don't have to follow that necessarily, that moisture technique. If you're dry, even in the oiliest of times, like, you know, hot, humid summers, you can go ahead with your normal moisturizing routine. I get oily, really oily in my T-zone in the summer, so I'm definitely going to start moisturizing with this during the day. And this, by the way, is the Drunk Elephant Hydra B Intense Gel Moisturizer. Because after that, I think it goes with another language. Okay, so then after that, I have been working on my redness with, by the way, this is not a skincare video, I promise. But I have been working on my redness and my toning. I am usually so red. And this cured it all. Still working on it, so I am going to prep with a little bit of Makeup Forever Step 1, and this is going to be in the correcting color, so it's green, to help balance off the red. You can put a little bit on a brush. I'm just going to go in with my fingers, just on kind of the high points of my cheeks, only because that's still where I'm working on my redness, just the high points of my cheeks. And it may still come through right now, but I swear, it makes a difference once you start getting that makeup on there. And you may think, as you watch this video, that these little steps can be skipped. Because I'm going to use literally 3 different primers on my face. But I'm telling you, if you want an end result that lasts, because this look, I put it on at 7:30 in the morning, and it literally lasted me until I took my makeup off at 9 o'clock at night after I put my son to bed. And there was no oil popping through. I didn't have to touch up my face, and I do touch my, like, face around down here and stuff all throughout the day. Didn't have to touch it up at all. No oil popped through my T-zone. It was insane. That's never happened to me. And I'm going to tell you, the secret is the setting powder. I guarantee. Because I do this routine all the time, and that and the concealer is like the main things that I changed in this routine. That and the primers. So primers, concealer, setting powders. It was an insane result. Okay, oh, sorry. This is the Benefit Professional, because these are like where I get bigger pores, and it helps minimize those pores and help with a little bit of oil control. You could, if you don't have big pores, just use like a mattifying primer. Makeup Forever has a great one that I use when my pores aren't so big. I don't know why they are now, but that toner is also helping with that. Then I'm going to go in with the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas, for the rest of it, because I just want my makeup to stick here, where I tend to be really dry, like right here, and I don't really get oily, so I guess my skin's more combination. And then last but not least, I'm going to prime my lips so that that lipstick stays on nice. And this is just the Tatcha Camellia Gold Spun Lip Balm, which I like. I also really like the Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm, but whatever works for you works for you. Those two are like my tried and trues, because I was getting like patchiness right here. Cured it, both of them. Okay, then we're going to jump in with the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I'm in the shade 2W1 Macadamia. And this is like one of her newer foundations. And I love that it has a pump. And I just pump it out on the back of my hand. And it's just the flat buffing brush, which I normally like a rounded brush. But this will work for now. I don't know, I almost feel like this is too light for me. Really weird. I am not getting any tanner here. Then I'm going to switch it up with my concealers. I'm like word blanking right now. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Creamy Radiant Concealer by NARS in Medium 1 Custard. Just because I'm not going to try and brighten right now. I am just here for coverage. Then I'm going to brighten it a little bit with the YSL Touche Éclat, I don't know, Radiant Touch. And 1.5 I believe is my color, and it's just like a little clicker, like click it. Oh, I clicked too many times. I usually only click twice. And it will just kind of like brighten up the under area. Because like right in here, mine kind of sink in. But secret I found out, if you play around with it too much, it takes off what you just did. Okay, going with a Morphe Y14 for this one, just because I want to be a little more gentle. Okay, this is the new powder that I have found is like the best, which is, and I'm making too many facial expressions for not having set my under eye yet, but this is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And yeah, that's just it. Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And I love how it has that little thing to keep it from spilling everywhere. But I haven't quite figured out like how to dump it without making a mess. So the powder that I'm going to go in with next is the Lancome Absolute Powder in Absolute Pearl, only because it has a little bit of a color to it. I mean, a little bit of a shimmer to it. And this is the Hourglass that I'm going in with to set these areas that I'm going in with right now. And then I'll show you the next part. So those are the areas that I want to set with the Hourglass. But I'm going to go in with the Absolute Powder. And how cute is it? It comes with like a little puff. So like if you're doing other people's makeup, you can like totally just use this. But anyway, that's what I'm going to go in with now. And see how I kind of like caked it on so it's a setting? This one I just want to rub it in, sort of, I guess. Because these areas for me set easy. if these areas for you do not, use this technique in those areas. Like, basically what I'm saying is the hourglass locks it in for me in my oil spot. So what you want to do is use that hourglass if that's what you're going to go out and get, because that's kind of, I mean, there are tons of other good setting powders out there. The one I've been using lately is Cover FX, or the always the Laura Mercier. Airspun is like a good drugstore one that's good, but this is so far what I have found to be just amazing for me. And I know it's like more expensive, but I'm just saying it's worth it in this case. So I'm saying use that one where you're oiliest. And I just let that sit until I'm done with the majority of my makeup and ready to put on the rest of the face, like the bronzer and blush. Okay, so now that I already have that done, we'll just put a little bit of concealer out there. So we are going to use the Natasha Denona Tropic palette. I had to. I don't have a Natasha Denona palette yet, and I would have liked to have the one that's like mostly browns and neutrals with like that one yellow shade. But this one was like the more recent one, and they're sold out of that one everywhere, so I got this one. So we are going to mix Pastel Melon and Sahara for a nice transition color, and I'm going to go in with a Morphe Y17. Okay, we're going to do the Marc Jacobs, the Iconic Limited Edition palette, if I can get it open. And they don't want you to have it once you get it. It's all cute. We're definitely going in with this palette. Could use that as my transition shade, which would have been Flesh. So we'll put a little bit of Flesh on. Oh yeah, it kind of evens it out a little bit. Really smooth. Natasha Denona's are known for being so smooth and so creamy, but so are these. And I'm going to go in with Fantasy, which is this one right here. I'm going to go with a Sigma E70. I know it's angled, but I can't find my medium shade or only my large one, and I want medium. This is medium. And I'm going to spray it with little MAC Fix Plus to go in with, I'm thinking this little pinky one here, and if it doesn't have too much pigment, maybe we'll switch over here. We'll see. Oh, she pigmented. On the Morphe Y20, we are going to take a little bit of this darker color here, which is, oh, by the way, that one was She Said, and we're going to take 4 more. And then a little bit back of that pinky color, just in the inside. The mascara that I used today, I did Bad Gal Bang from Benefit and the Lights Camera Lashes from Tarte. This is just the special one because I guess I don't have the regular purple one right now. And then Marc Jacobs on the bottom, which I'm going to have to go over again. We are going to do lashes today. These are going to be Mykonos. Let's wipe this off. I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Bronze 02 Matte Radiance Baked Powder. So now, I want to say that I got my next product like last summer maybe. I don't remember when it came out. But it's the Laura Mercier face illuminator in Indiscretion. And that's what it is. It looks like a highlight. I mean, it really does look like a highlight, but I swear to you, like, look. It's not a highlight. It just gives you, like, a sheen to your skin. So, like, you want that, like, inner glow, especially in the summer. So it, like, kind of counterbalances the oil. So I take it on, like, a Morphe R12 because, as you know, I don't use this to highlight. Just kind of go in there and put a little bit on there. Like, you're not going to see a huge difference. It's not a highlighter. It's just going to give your skin that, like, in the good lighting, like, ooh, it's healthy. It's glowing. It's healthy. She got healthy skin. Okay. Then for bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Milani in Tea Rose. Powder blush in Tea Rose 08. I've been really obsessed with her blushes. Oh yes, highlight. We are going to go with a Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette in Golden Sands edition. Because her latest one, like the Bronze Sands, is just too dark. So I'm going to go in with Tahiti, and I guess this is pronounced Seychelles? Seychelles? Seashells? I don't know. I don't know what exactly. I haven't even touched Fiji yet, but. And they're kind of like wet almost. Not as wet as like the Kylie wet, but like definitely show up more with your finger, but then they're harder to spread. Then, ooh, I have been obsessed with this formula from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I got the whole set. It says open here for nudes. Ooh. All his nudes. So we are going to go in with a mix of Mannequin and Celebrity Skin. And honestly, they're so cute and tiny, and I'm like almost out of Mannequin already, but I could never find the full size. Oh, they smell like candy. Alright. Then we are going to set in a process. I'm back on the Urban Decay All-Nighter. I got a little mini one because I just wanted to try it first after my last bad outcome. But it keeps you locked. I'm telling you. I'm back on that hype. Then I'm going to go in with the new MAC Fix Plus, but it's the gold light. They have a gold light and I think a rose light because it's got like the pink shimmers in it, but there's a little ball in here. And it mixes up all that glitter. Can you see it? Shaking it up in there. Yeah, give you that little bit of sparkle pop. Oh. My glowing goddess yet. And then, just on these outside parts where I can be a little bit more dry, I'm going to go in with the Lila B Aglow Face Mist. And it's literally just straight oil, so it's going to get oily everywhere. That is our look for today. I am obsessed. No oil, no touch-ups, no nothing, and it's amazing. This Hourglass Veil Primer and Lancome Powder is the key to everything. I mean, there's other stuff in the process, like, these really are keys to, like, these are keys. I'm telling you. If you're looking for things that are just going to snatch your look together during these upcoming months of inevitable weather, get yours. I swear. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will be more to come. Subscribe, tell your friends. Like, comment, ask questions. And I love you dolls. I will see you guys in my next video.